Hello there, Gemini. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. I'm going to give you a little bit of astrology up front, and then we're going to go into the tarot or the Oracle tarot card reading. Gemini, I produce a new Gemini video every single week, so please remember to subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and select all notifications so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And do this for me. Whatever your favorite part of the reading is and you resonate the most, leave it in the time signature, like leave the timestamp in the comments below, because I would love to know. Remember, there's always an extended video so that we can continue this message together, and you can buy it on Vimeo, or you can join the Unbound membership and get full access to all the extended readings all the time, and 2 live tarot card reading sessions with me for members only, plus a bunch of other perks. So I hope to see you there. Well, Gemini, let me tell you this. There's a lot going on in your 8th house. And 8th house is a place or a space where you like to be alone. You don't like to be bothered. There's a lot of private stuff that you have to work on, or maybe you don't want to share. So ultimately, this is happening in Capricorn. You, when you're really getting down to it, are going to benefit a great deal in this energy to just take some time and let yourself be alone. I know you're social, I get it, but own your space. Like assume your own space, because there's so many ideas that are coming to your beautiful mind right now, and time to really focus on them and keep them to yourself and not necessarily talk to anybody about it. In fact, I would recommend you don't, right? Don't share your ideas with anybody right now. Just let them grow and develop and kind of like percolate under the surface, right? Just let them be preciously yours right now. Not to say, no, this is big stuff. This is big stuff that you're working on, life-changing stuff that you're working on. The kind of ideas are going to be boundless. And I think being around friends right now is going to give you that inspiration. You could jot it down, write some things, write some notes. Those interactions will inspire you, but you'll find that it's in the quiet moments when you're by yourself that you really get the most work done, and that you're going to be the most productive. I think that is normal for you, but especially now. There's so much energy, creative energy right now. You could also, of course, with that conjunction between Venus and Mars, be starting to get into a relationship that you're keeping under wraps right now. You don't want to talk about it with everybody. Why? Because it's not anybody's business, right? Maybe it's at the beginning stages, right? Maybe there's other shit going on. I don't know. I'm not trying to blow up your shit, Gemini. I'm just trying to say that right now there is something that's very intimate and very important and very exciting for you that you don't want to tell everybody about right now. And you don't have to, and you shouldn't, and it's your right. And you're going to benefit most by allowing it to percolate underneath the surface. Let's get into your oracle reading. Gemini. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for showing up at last week's reading. All the time you're showing up. So, God bless. All right. This and that are true. Not picking no sides. And I like this energy. You know why? It's first of all, it's keep things light. Play. Dolphins play in the waves. They jump with the waves. You ever seen them skimming by the boats? They're playful creatures, right? This is not a time, in other words, to make hard decisions. This is the time to get all different perspectives and just take that all in. This is like you being such a brainiac. It's your time to gather resources, idea resources, and not judge. And not even maybe even organize or separate. Just hear, listen. It's your superpower, is how good a listener you are. That you really can tell what's most important with people. So keeping out the judgment and just like this and that are true, everything is possible, is recommended. Now, this could also speak to your own personal duality. You are the kings and queens of duality. Gemini is the dualistic nature. right? This is about self-acceptance. This is about accepting both sides of yourself, not questioning it, not damning it or dishonoring it, or like cutting yourself in half and hiding one part of you. No, this is a sense of you're going to sort of be confronted by both of your halves this whole week in this energy. It's not going to be a decision-making time. It's almost going to be a constant, like, it's like a continuous conversation between the two of them, right? And neither one is wrong. It's just almost try to take the third party objective and listen to these both aspects of yourself and think, and let the creativity brew from that. And then we have, you see clearly now. Oh, this is so cool. This is Aquarius energy. This is about seeing both sides of the story. Now, this Aquarius energy could be about something going on with friends, like feeling like you're stuck in the middle of two people or stuck between two people, right? And it's almost like having that third party objective stance to just sit back and be like, I see possibilities in both places, in both situations. Okay. And then we have set healthy boundaries. This is really beautiful. Set healthy boundaries is Cancerian energy. It can be a little bit burdensome. It can be, sometimes it's overprotective. Set healthy boundaries, right? Don't just set boundaries, set healthy boundaries. This could speak to the fact that at some point you're going to have to like settle your ass down and not necessarily make some decisions, but start focusing. In other words, not make judgments, or especially don't make condemnations, but to start focusing your attention on the specifics, maybe even the details of two separate people or two separate choices, and really start to pay attention to the deeper feelings, the deeper understanding that's going on. I gotta say, it could even be just dating or seeing two different people or flirting with two different job prospects and putting up walls so that neither of them see each other. This could be going on. I don't know if it's you or somebody that you're dealing with, but I got a feeling like this is all you. I'm not trying to like, ooh, cross watchers. I don't know. But, you know, just retain your right to stay as free as possible right now. And I think that that's what you're trying to do. Also a sense of, okay, let me not get into that. We have be here now, Libra energy. That's really interesting. So once again, this and that are true. Be here now. That's about a balancing act, isn't it? You're loving it. Something very beautiful in front of you. Living in the air moment of now. Air is now. Fire is future. Water and earth are actually memory or the past. No. Actually, I would say earth is a little bit now, here, now. It's like earth is the here that's already been established, so it's a little bit in the past. And now, air now is the air that's current, but looking toward the future. Interesting, right? That's kind of how it works. Anyway. Okay. I'm just, yeah. Okay, tend to the small things. There we have the little mousey. It's about disease, about detail. Let's say it's about the details. So then we have claim your independence. I feel like in some ways you saw something that you didn't like. A lot of details started to build up. See the big picture. Looking at the overview of what was right or wrong for you, and then sing your own song. Okay. A lot of this, as most times, comes back to freedom. But ultimately, there's just this sense of going over the details when you review the details. It's like looking at the big picture of everything, which is this is Taurus energy. This could have something to do with financial freedom, too. if it has to do with financial freedom, what it has to do is going over the checkbook, paying up the debts, like tackling everything, all the annoying details that you need to tackle in order to get your freedom. Because now you're looking farther ahead. Not necessarily in the future, but farther ahead. You've got a bigger scope of things, right? In other words, you've got bigger plans. So, and you want to start executing them. So a while back, you started to clean some shit up. This now is a sense of organizing or finding that you have two different options. I think you could pick either one, but you haven't picked one or the other. And maybe you don't want to yet. In honor of the full moon, let's start with the moon cards. There is Libra here. There's Libra energy. I don't know if you're dealing with a Libra, you can be dealing with a Cancerian. Nothing in the moon wanted to come out. You know why I think? I think it's because in terms of your feelings, it's not about feelings. I think you're be bold and make the first move. Yes, but which way will you move? Ooh, keeping me on my toes. Which way will you move? Toesies. Cardinal moon. Yeah, but both Libra and Cancer are cardinal. This could be about deciding two choices. What's glamorous, what's prosperous, what's abundant, and what's home, and what's safe, or what's comfortable, and what's recognizable, and what's loyal. I say, whenever you're stuck in a situation like that, it's not because one is better than the other. It's because neither's good enough. Whenever you have two things that you can't choose between, it's because neither of them is everything that you want. You probably want aspects of the both of them. Well, then what does that mean? One thing. You have to keep looking for the option that is not yet on the table, that is everything that you want. This is a time when I think there's a great reckoning going on, especially with the self, because of the Leo full moon. And this is a time when you start to think to yourself, when you start to realize, I'm not stuck with just two options. I'm not stuck with just the black and the white. I have a full spectrum. So I don't have to make these selections. I have a right to say that there's got to be a third option. So that there is no choice. There's just an automatic, this is it. We have universe. So the universe is changing things for you. It is also here saying this is a big moment in your life. It is also here saying everything is in alignment for you right now. And then authority. You know, you understand it. It's you are the authority. You get it now. You've been through this before. In other words, this is karmic. The universe has taught you this. You've been here before. You've got experience. It's like you're an authority on this now. What are you an authority on? Trapped in fear. Ooh, I did not expect this one. Trapped in fear. I need more information on that. Trapped in fear. What is that? Orphaned. You don't want to be left behind. You think that you have to make a choice because you'll be left behind if you don't. Poised and here and now. This is, once again, be here now. You're told it twice in a reading. That is advice you have to take. Poised. You're ready here and now. You're ready. In other words, you're ready. You want it right here, right now. You want something right here, right now. You're ready for it, and that's true. But what you're ready for may not be ready for you. No place like home, and orphaned. This could be a time when you have to step out of your comfort zone. There's your answer. A sense of leave, or your family is, maybe you're feeling like something that once was comfortable to you, something that you once considered home. This doesn't have to be your actual home, Gemini, but something that you once considered home is now leaving, or it's left you. Orphan implies that you feel alone, and you could even feel alone. Oh, you feel alone in the presence of your family because you have not been able to tell them something that you feel. There's an authority figure here that is extremely judgmental or condescending, and you have not been able to address this with them. You feel like they would totally turn their backs on you, or that you are the black sheep of the family, like you don't fit in. Whoa. Why? 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 Be devoted and committed. So you're being called in a direction that's a very maybe different, but you're devotionally called. Like, this is, happy birthday, Doug Denny. This is something that's extremely important to you. But I said why? In other words, your family, or whatever you consider your family, is committed to a certain philosophy or an understanding of life. And there's this sense of you not fitting into it. Like you not feeling like you will be understood for what you are devoted to. And maybe that's what you haven't shared with them yet. Energy here, awakening. What does that mean though? Oh, I see. I feel like you've just realized something. You've had an awakened moment, and that has made your energy shift, but you have not been able to share it with the people that you care about the most because they are of a different mindset. You feel like, yeah, you're feeling like they would just... This is perspective. Filth. I don't think somebody understands your perspective. And you're caught. It's almost like you feel caught or trapped because other people don't understand your perspective. And then flowers, which is upside down in reverse. Which means this is making you mournful. It's not happy. It's almost killing your joy. And the Sun card is in reverse. So there is definitely a sense of feeling depleted, feeling diminished somehow. Or being disappointed in someone. This could all be an energy of being disappointed in someone because they can't see, not because they can't see eye to eye, but they can't see from your perspective. And you know they're not going to understand you. So what the fuck is Gemini supposed to do? I feel like somebody considers themselves almost a guru. It's like somebody thinks that they're just so advanced in something. But there's this sense of spirituality that's almost false. Like a false sense of spirituality because the person is really closed-minded and judgmental. Spiderweb here could be this 8th house. 8th house is Scorpio energy. But that's more about the part of your life that it's impacting. Gemini. Gemini. Ooh. Wings of light. You are protected. You are loved. You are loved unconditionally, and trust. This is trusting in spirit or finding a spiritual path or finding a connectivity to spirit at this time. It's like almost like when your isolation leads you to God. and having a very spiritual awakening, which the 8th house has to do with as well. This spiritual awakening coming from deep inside of you, some sort of belief system, because you feel protected in it. You feel understood, right? At a time when you were very low and maybe nobody else was listening, there's just this sense of opening up to light. You know, it's like something giving you comfort and protecting you. You're trusted. Trust and wings of light. It's almost like, I don't know. Trust who is protecting you. Why is that? Oh, Lordy, come on over, please. I'm going to go to tarot. I love you guys. I'll meet you over there.